graders, welcome. So today is a really exciting day in our revision process. Because sometimes when we try to fix something too much, it's just easier to start over. You've ever been working on a drawing and you erase a bunch, and now you've got holes in your paper, and sometimes we just need to start fresh. So today we're going to take one of our chapters and start fresh. But that doesn't mean we're going to get rid of all the work we did. So this is what you need to know. When you go back to a chapter, sometimes we add in Post-its or little notes to add in teeny tiny things. And sometimes we have to have the courage to try a chapter or a part of a chapter over again. And I know some of you are mentioning this too. Some of you have used colored pencils, sticky notes, you've cut and paste, you've jotted things on the side, you've jotted things on the back, you've written between the lines. And some of you were saying it was hard to keep track of all your revisions. And you've done a wonderful job with those revisions, so we don't want to lose them. So this is your target for today. I can make revisions to my informational chapter book. I know I'm successful when I reread my informational chapter book. That's the most important part. We have to read and make sure we are focused. I pick a chapter that I think needs work, and I start fresh by revising it, keeping the goal about what I want my writing to be in the end in mind. So let's take a look at my writing here. Here's my chapter 4 about school days. We haven't seen this chapter much since the beginning. And all along the side here, let's pretend that these are all my sticky notes and I wrote in the margin. And in a few different colors, I kind of went through and worked on some transition words. I've put a lot of work into this chapter, but it hasn't really come together yet. So I'm going to read you what I have. There are a lot of colleges in Connecticut. For example, there is Yale. Yale is very well known. Also, Central Connecticut State University and University of St. Joseph are in Connecticut. In addition, University of Connecticut is popular. It is called UConn. And then I have all these other facts. I've got one about Yale as an Ivy League school. Central could be called CCSU. USJ is in West Hartford. Central is in New Britain. UConn's mascot is the Huskies. UConn is very popular for its sports. UConn basketball is at Gampel Pavilion. An Ivy League school is known for high academic honors. All of these would be great to fit into my paragraph. That's why I grouped them here. But I have to make sure I put them in places that work. So one thing I could do, if these were sticky notes, I could move them around. I would probably grab Yale as an Ivy League school and put it over here by an Ivy League school is known for high academic honors. I would chunk those together. CCSU and Central. I would chunk those together, and at least my UConn ones are already together. I'm going to want to put my 2 sentences about Yale somewhere up here where I'm talking about Yale. My Central ones I'm going to want to put by Central. I might even want to split this up now because I've got a couple more facts about Central and then one about St. Joseph. And then I'll probably still finish off with UConn, but I want to make sure I get in all these UConn facts. This would be a lot of arrows and drawing all over the page. So this is why I'm going to take a nice fresh page and write in your journal. You have a spot for a revised chapter. And I'm going to start writing this again. There are a lot of colleges in Connecticut. For example, there is Yale. Yale is very well known. And here in the red, we can see what I pulled in. And it is an Ivy League school. Ivy League schools are known for their high academic expectations. Also, Central Connecticut University, called CCSU, is in New Britain, and University of St. Joseph, called USJ, is in West Hartford. In addition, University of Connecticut is popular. It is called UConn, and their mascot is the Huskies. They are very popular for their sports, and they have a lot of games. Their basketball team plays at Gampel Pavilion. So I brought it from my thoughts and ideas all over the place. Instead of trying to, squeeze it in and write tiny, I just wrote fresh, and now I have a really strong chapter moving forward. So think about a revision today, something that you do want to work on. Get that in your head. How are you going to make your chapter better? And then I want you to go off and write. Pick the chapter you're going to work on, revise it. Then you can do it again with another chapter if you have time. We want to get a really strong piece so we are ready to start publishing our work. All right, off you go, writers.